Karong buntag mga kapuso, alag sa mga dunay #balik alindogos karong tuiga. Perfect ang atong guest this morning kay tudluan niya kita unsaon pag-achieve sa atong goal. Ato makauban ang usa ka dietitian and registered nutritionist nga si Miss Mithi Miclat. Good morning Miss Mithi and welcome dinhi sa At Home with GMA Regional TV. Kamusta?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Okay lang naman ako. Hope everything is well with you as well.
So, usa ka klase sa mga diet nga uso kay karong panahon na Miss Mithi, kining gitawag nga intermittent fasting. How does it work po ba and unsa ang proper procedure sa paghimo niini?
Okay, so very famous karon ang intermittent fasting. So like what I mentioned, usually na ay window of time na dili ka naga-consume ng any food items. Sometimes you don't even drink water during that time. So what happens there is it's what we call voluntary fasting. So voluntary fasting means that you run on the energy that already exists in your body. However, in order to properly adhere to a intermittent fasting diet, I would recommend that you, I would recommend that you ask a professional regarding this because some people na sila medical conditions na really okay for intermittent fasting diet. Like one major disadvantage of this diet is when people binge eat or for example, gutom sila for a certain period of time because they did not consume any dishes or they didn't consume any food. So gutom sila and they would really eat a lot during that certain period of time. So that's not healthy. And I would really advise that you ask a professional on how to do it properly.
Kasagaran, Miss Mithi, sa ubang tao, naga-diet but dili naga-exercise. What's your take on this? Okay lang ba nga ingon ana?
So, to be honest, actually, I don't really agree with that because diet does not work without exercise. So those two always go hand in hand. So if you want to lose weight, some people think na a diet will work, a diet only. Some people also think na exercise lang will do, but that doesn't really work well. You need to do both in order to really achieve your nutrition or your fitness goals. So you need to exercise properly because it really helps your body in utilizing the energy that you got from eating. And if you imagine, parang your body is like a car. So food is the fuel that really makes your body work properly.
Okay, so Miss Mithi, doon na ba kay mga pwede ma-share sa atong mga kapuso viewers nga healthy diet tips nga pwede nilang himuon?
Okay, so those diets were created, like what I mentioned, as therapeutic diets. So keto diet right now is very famous for people who want to lose weight fast. But actually, keto diet was initially created for people who have epilepsy. So it's a natural therapeutic type of diet. So I wouldn't advise it to everyone because first of all, what if your body is predisposed to having high cholesterol? If you have a family history of hypertension, of course, you wouldn't want to, give your body more fat, to give it more opportunity to really develop these types of disease. So if you want to adhere to that particular diet, I would really recommend that you check all of your lab tests first, consult with your doctor, your medical professionals, your nutritionist, dietitian, in order to see if it's the right diet for you. So my number one tip actually is for you to really ask, because dili ka pwede magbuot-buot sa diet that's right for you. Because again, it may be effective in the short term, like you might lose a few kilos or a few pounds in a few weeks. But then, in the long run, magtaas imong cholesterol, iyong blood sugar mag-spike. So those are the things na kailangan mong bantayan when adhering to these diets.
Ayan, so Miss Mithi, karong daghan ang naka-work from home. Kasagaran kanila, bored na sa balay, ug ang tendency mag-overindulge sa pagkaon. Unsay advice nimo sa ila para they will remain healthy sa ilang food choices?
So actually, guilty din ako dyan because sometimes I also overindulge in certain food items. Pag work from home ka, if naalang ka sa balay, usually tamad or we don't really like cooking. You usually order online sa mga, those delivery food apps. But, sometimes it's hard to make those choices, but you need to make a conscious effort. Like, for example, if ginatamad ka mag-order, if ginatamad ka mag-cook and you want to order online, maybe you can make a better choice, like choose food items that are more healthy for you. Like, instead of going for fast food, you might want to go for home-cooked meals.
Okay, so any message na lang po sa tanang kapuso viewers, especially katong mga naay fitness goals karong tuiga?
Basically, the rule of thumb, you always have to remember to, number one, eat a balanced diet. It means that you need to consume the 3 macronutrients, which are carbohydrates, protein, and fat. The next is to have a variety of different dishes. So variety is very important, to keep you on your feet, to make sure you choose these different food choices, because not one single food item contains all of the things you need. And last but not the least is moderation. Number 3 is moderation, because number 1, you can't have everything. Too much of something is not always good. So eat everything in moderation.
Kini ang At Home with GMA Regional TV.